Welcome back, guys, to the coverage of YCS Bochum 2016. I'm your host for the weekend, Oliver German. I'm joined here by Rob and by Luke. Tired yet, guys, or still up?
I'm still okay.
I'm a bit tired.
A bit
I'm
tired?
awaiting food.
It's no
I'm hungry.
shame in admitting it, to be honest.
I'm pretty hungry.
Guys, we're going to take a quick look at the pairings for this round. Let's bring those up if we can. This is the cream of the crop, the top of the field. Is there another one? Eugen Heid, table 1, against Stefan Zimmer. Robin Wetzel versus Joshua Schmidt, table 2. As you can tell, we got a few very skillful, very experienced players at the very top of the standings, which all makes sense. And the feature match for this round actually is table 5. You guys know more about these two than me because they are both from the UK. Jake Quinsee and Jawad Sayeed Chowdhury. Is that correct?
Chowdhury.
Chowdhury. Ah, it's British, so you just eat a few vowels in there. There we go.
Consume the vowels.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, what can you guys tell me? I mean, I think I heard about Jake Quinsee.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure that you know a bit about Jake Quinsee. You know Jawad, don't you?
Yeah, I know Jawad a little bit. Yeah, I speak to him at most events. Yeah, I just know him as kind of that solid player, really. I don't know Jawad that much, but I just saw this on the list of
Possible
feature
matches.
matches, and I thought, yeah, 2 UK players fighting it off.
Yeah, we don't see that very often that they are at the top of the standings.
No, exactly.
And
Yeah.
me and Jake
I
recorded.
feel like that was a backhanded comment there.
It was.
Yeah, so yeah, they both have been seemingly spending a lot of time with each other around the event, so probably talking quite a lot of strategy with each other, which can only mean one thing: they both kind of know each other's strategies.
Yeah, it's
quite
just
well.
interesting when the way you're tackling this. They've both spent a lot of time with each other, and they've been around the events together, which can only mean one thing. And now there are a few things that I could think of what that means. But all right.
Okay, so they know about each other's strategies
Yep.
in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh, and we will hopefully see an intense game because of that.
Oh, actually, they seem to have a good time just entering the feature match area.
Yeah.
They know each other, like you said, and friendly banter ensued at the start of the match.
Friendly banter ensued. You've
Yeah.
been spending far too much time with us.
I did indeed, guys. What decks do we have? I think you got the deck list somewhere.
No, we actually don't have the deck list yet.
Okay, well, interesting. We're going into this kind of blindly.
Let's sort that
But
out.
we do know what Jake has in his deck because yesterday I did record a full deck profile with him where he talked us through everything about a frog deck and exactly what it does in every single combo. So much so that my arm was aching just holding that microphone. Just ream after ream of combo. He's actually used his Gradle Slime Jr., which is kind of the alternative to the Atlanteans that we just saw in the previous round.
Right.
So we're going to see a very, very skillful player playing a very, very good deck.
Jawad is playing Metalfoes. I think you guys know how this deck works. We've seen it a couple of times this weekend on the stream.
Yeah,
Yes.
lots.
So,
Quite a lot.
without further ado, let's take you to the feature match table where these guys are ready to get their games on. They have already sleeved up, shuffled a bit, and now they can play for our round 6 feature match. Yeah, I remember. We had a draw last round.
Okay,
Alright.
there they are.
Here we have them. Jake on the left, Jawad on the right. I magically produced two deck
And
lists.
now we have 2 deck lists.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
No credit belongs to me, to be honest.
Okay, we now have the deck lists.
Like some sort of magician.
Yeah. Well, we said Metalfoes is kind of known at this point. Anything out of the ordinary.
Let's have a look. Let's have a quick gander.
Oh, if Jawad goes first, he's going to be in a good position.
Oh, interestingly,
With,
I was saying about the Gradle Slime Jr. He's not playing it.
Oh, he decided to cut it?
Yeah,
Maybe
it's
some
not even inside.
last-minute test results. I was just saying that Jawad would have a good time going first with Vanity Tempest and Solemn Strike. Good cards for your back row, but apparently it's Jake who's kicking things off.
Yeah.
We don't quite know yet what happens, unless you can make that out from here, from this angle.
Uh,
Actually, there's a swap frog on the field.
Yeah, Swap Frog.
Ronan, Todin.
If we go on the top-down camera there so you can all see.
There we go.
And Totally Awesome hits the field on the first turn.
Okay.
Now, it's interesting that you say that he's going to have a good time with those cards there. Jake was actually telling you that it didn't matter what his opponent was doing in most of his games, he was still going to win.
Yeah. So
That's a bold claim.
That's pretty bold.
Well, he did actually then explain that how he got round everything, and it was kind of ridiculous.
Yeah. The friendly banter seems to have unensued here in the feature match area, and they're both getting very serious about this.
Here we go.
So he has the Paleozoic Canadia, which is the Book of Moon-esque card. Waboku, Solemn Strike, and then that Dupe Frog ready to be used for Totally Awesome.
So painful decision hitting the field, not painful choice.
That'd be big.
That would be that would have somebody disqualified. Definitely.
Bit good.
What is that? Did you see him like doing the movement with his hands just now, Jake?
No.
He's like, look at this. He's like, yeah, I'm bringing it. That's mind games going to the next level right there.
Jake's the kind of guy that you don't mind losing against, though.
No, yeah, I would sign that immediately.
Now, Jawad, that doesn't mean that Jawad doesn't have a massive chance to win here, because he is playing one of the strongest decks of the format.
Yeah, I mean, they maybe tested together. I mean, we don't know about.
It's possible that they tested together.
Yeah.
But Jawad, being who he is, he's going to have tested against the deck that he's playing against now. Because we always, back when I used to play, and I'm sure everybody still does this, you run the gauntlet, where you get all of the decks that are currently in the meta, and you play against every single one until you lose against one, and then you find out why you lost.
Yep.
And that's
how I tested.
Oh, yeah. It's the best way to test. So down there on the field...
Metalfoes stealing. Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Yeah, stealing.
Fusion, Solemn Strike, and Vanity's Emptiness.
I mean, the back row is nothing to flinch at.
Yeah, it's... Well...
At least, like, generally speaking. I don't know if it's that good in this particular matchup when Jake claims that no matter what his opponent is doing, he's still going to win. I don't know. I don't remember anybody ever saying that, to be honest. Solemn Strike, yeah. Feierlicher Schlag.
Now, Jawad actually plays 45 cards in his deck. That's quite a big...
okay, so he's playing Triple Desires then.
Yeah.
Oh, is that like an agreed thing right now? That if you play 3 Desires, you can play 45 cards?
Well, not necessarily 45 exactly, but kind of if you're playing more cards, you can play Triple Desires, yeah.
Okay. Interesting, because I've heard different opinions on that the last few times I did interviews.
Yeah.
Every time I heard a different opinion, and there were also a lot of players making the case that even if you just run 40 cards, you still want to play 3 Desires.
Which is what Jake's doing.
So much for that, yeah.
In Jake's deck it works because he's playing 3 of everything. He also doesn't have any combo cards. If he loses kind of 3 of something, he doesn't really care all that much. Whereas, you know, something like...
He's got these 1-card combos.
Yeah, exactly.
But he also plays 3 Reckless Greed.
Right.
Yeah.
So Jawad going through his extra deck right there.
Reckless Greed to me always feels like it's put in a deck that is go hard or go home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it should.
It's just another trap that triggers your Paleozoics and does a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Merlin Schumacher said that earlier. The problem with the European events, there's always this one Chamberlain guy that apparently everybody hates. He's not the most popular player in the venue, especially when you're getting paired against him. And he suddenly brings the...
There is a lot of Chamberlain at the event.
Is there?
Yeah. I heard the deck check team kind of mithering about it.
When I was entering archetypes, I didn't see a single one. That doesn't mean anything, of course, but I was entering like 50, 60, 70 deck lists. I don't know. I don't want to give myself too much credit. The deck check team worked far harder on this than me.
And there goes the vanities.
But there's an answer, or isn't? There is. Nice.
He books and moons that, which gets rid of the spot frog onto his side of the field. But that means that there isn't a card sent to his graveyard. Yep. So Vanity's Emptiness isn't gone, which he's just found out there.
but
still, he can
that's
do
different
frog.
now.
There you go.
And Jawad is left with
Wow,
just
Jake,
Gold River.
Jake just absolutely
Wow.
crazy here.
Didn't matter what was happening.
Yeah.
He got around it.
Yeah.
Hard
What
to
he said.
argue.
It's what he said.
Quite hard to
Now
argue.
that you've seen him do it,
Yeah.
look at that field.
Such a joker. Yeah, and that's it. Yeah, Jawad doesn't see him.
Yeah.
And out here. He did draw into Metalfoes stealing after the Gold River that he had in his hand, and that was not enough to come back.
Well, he could try going for some sort of pendulum summon, but to be honest with you, I don't think there was much in his extra deck, and also his opponent's got 3 set back row. Any of those, the Solemn Strike, Solemn Warning, well, just Solemn Warning really, just you don't want to take that risk.
Right, so now we have those two guys siding. What do you think is going to come in
I
here?
don't know, I just saw a card in Jake's side deck that was really interesting.
Are we finally going to see a Chinzo in the feature match?
Wow. Okay.
Actually, there are 3
maybe
copies.
Jawad is playing 3 copies of Jinzo.
There we go.
Yeah.
This is my side bet
Yeah.
for this round.
But Jake also has something very, very interesting here. He's playing Mass Change 2 for Acid.
He was actually telling me about this during the interview. He intends basically he's using it for the mirror match.
Yeah, so you just
because-
build Acid.
Yeah, he's to basically end phase acid
Yeah.
to make it so that his opponent can't do anything.
Yeah, that
It's
is
ridiculous.
pretty clever, actually.
It's really good.
That's
Why
pretty
haven't
clever.
we seen this before?
This is the first event we've had Paleozoics kind of being big at.
Okay, after the LLDS, yeah.
Yeah.
I still count the LLDS as a big event. Big-ish event, I guess.
How many
Yeah.
players were there?
75. No, but it was obviously like a qualification only. It's not like everybody can just show up and play.
Yeah.
But yeah, good point.
But I always feel like if it's qualification only, it's a bit more prestigious. I was
Yeah.
actually having a chat with Vladis earlier, which again you already seen live, and I'm assuming that it's been recorded as
Yeah.
well. It's just talking about how LDS is a culmination of all those quirky little locals that you go to,
Yep.
which means that you end up with a lot of people that just play the most random decks, and that's why it's fun.
Yeah, no, but let's put it this way. You have a tournament with 1,615 players. There are your Jake Quinsees, Alpay Engins, Joshua Schmitz,
Your big names.
Eugen Heights, and so on and so on. Billy Breaks. What are we talking about? 30 players, maybe 50 players? 50 out of 160.
Mhm.
At the LLDS stage 2, you also had Alpay, you also had Eugen, and I think Joshua wasn't there. I'm not 100% right now, but it was at least another good player. So what's harder to win? It's not that different.
Well,
Like,
I think there's a massive, massive difference. In something like a stage 2, you are building a deck completely differently to how you are attending a YCS. There's all of that like rogue that you have
you
to deal
just
with.
assume there's a lot less rogue decks.
Yeah, you can assume that and like completely, deny it.
It's basically like
you don't achieve what's considered a perfect build.
It's like you're going to day 2 of a YCS.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
you didn't play day 1.
But
Yeah.
because of the way that the stage 2 happened this time, it wasn't just the person that won that qualified and there was no other qualifiers, it passed down. I actually disagree and think that there is a lot more people that will just take something completely random. Because there is always going to be somebody
Yeah.
at locals. Because the whole point of the LDS was it was a big incentive to get into your locals and play. So it's going to be just your normal local tournament.
there's
So you will have those people.
we have one question on the chat. If Jake mains Torrent.
Good question.
It's Torrent?
Torrent?
Torrential
Torrential
Tribute.
Tribute?
Yeah.
No, he doesn't.
No.
Alright. And probably not side. There we go. This
Okay,
is
we're back
game
in
2.
the game.
Yeah.
There's a
The app is still updating. Here we have the first 3 of 5 cards for Jawad. Haven't seen that little fellow in a while. In a short while.
A very short while.
Very short while.
Yeah.
Such a good card. Such a cute card also.
Oh, I love Magispectors. They're so cute.
Alright, so Jake is looking a bit differently now when you compare it to earlier when he was rubbing his hands and being like, yeah, I got this.
Well, he's just waiting for his turn.
Yeah, let's see if he's got anything to interact with his opponent.
He's got the Gamesial.
Yeah.
He's got his Swap Frog, Dupe Frog, and Canadia, and he has a Reckless Greed.
Right, so some good options, but only when it's his turn.
Yeah.
Nothing in his opponent's turn. Again, a Solemn Strike for the back row. And a Pot of Desires is being played.
What do you think of Jake's opening hand there?
He's got the frogs. He's got enough frogs to start doing some stuff, but his opponent's going to have the
strike
Kirin
as well.
Yeah, so he's got Kirin, which he can deal with the Kaiju. But yeah, if he's got strike as well, then yeah, he's in a pretty bad spot. Because yeah, that swap frog's probably just going to get striked.
Kirin's in the extra deck there.
Another Pot of Desires. Could be worse. Could be a lot
two.
worse. Could be two. We've seen that.
We actually saw that happen, yeah.
We saw that happen on the stream.
Poor guy.
Right. So, good setup for Jawad, I guess.
Yeah, really good setup.
And
Kirin and the access to Alkahest, I think. No, access to Alkahest. Unless he has a normal monster in hand.
Did Jake basically give away that he doesn't have anything to interact with his opponent by?
Not during his turn. No, he's basically saying I have no hand traps.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot that he could have done.
It looks a lot like that when he's just like, "Yep, you do what are you gonna do?" I'm just gonna.
I mean, to be fair, he would have played them before now.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have been much of an element of surprise.
No, it's reasonably standard though to not play any hand traps in
turn one.
Yeah,
or
just
in
frogs. Yeah.
Which means that if you do, you'll catch them by surprise.
Okay.
Yeah, that's true.
The torrent was actually supposed to be no barrier statue of the torrent, but we didn't see that either. No.
Nope.
Nothing.
I
Super
did wonder. I don't
like,
know.
why would you play? Yeah.
I've never ever heard anyone call Torrential Tribute Torrent.
I've also never heard anybody call Barrier Torrent.
Barrier statue of the
I've always
torrents.
called Barrier statue.
Yeah. You just call it Barrier statue.
I just call it BS.
Yeah, that works.
He's got such a good field there.
Yeah, basically it's just being described as these are the nuts. I'm not 100% on this, but alright, so Jake now is trying to solve a Millennium Puzzle, really.
Yes.
Looking at that field. Let's see if he can be the king of games at the end of this. His hand would have been so much better if he went first. I think we can say that a lot.
Yeah. I mean, how would you play this?
Well,
give me
that's
your turn.
a tough
one.
question. So I think that playing Gammasil on the Kirin is kind of, I don't know. I feel like that's kind of necessary just to put it in the graveyard so he can't reuse it. But at the same time, Gammasil also then produces a lot of different problems for Jake, just because it's bigger than all of his monsters. I think he's not really going to do much this turn. I think set Canadia, set Reckless Greed, set Barriers. Just set all those. Then maybe Gammasil the Kirin, and then next turn set Dubfrog as well. And then you're going to have to play Dim Barrier on fusions to stop the Mithrilium from bouncing the card to your hand, or just don't play Dupe Frog, and then, just set the traps. It's kind of a choice of whether you wished to hope that he attacked Dupe Frog with something. And he hits...
Is Jake sliding into Battle Fader, though?
No Battle Fader,
nope,
unfortunately.
Not this time around. Alright. Much respect the combination. What is he going to combine here?
Not a lot.
No.
He's just going to destroy it straight away. That's what combinations are good for. Getting destroyed. Searching for different things. So he's going to get fusion with the stealing, and then combination's going to trigger in a new chain, and he's going to go and search for what's going to get. Probably a scale that fits stealing. I can't remember if stealing is high or low, but something for the other side of the scale, basically. And then he can just summon back all of his monsters in a big pendulum scale, hope that his opponent doesn't have strike, and then attack for game. He didn't have another target for combination, or did he just put it off screen and we can't see it?
I'm not sure. I can't see that.
A bit cut off. Here is the fusion.
Yep, so he'll be happy to fuse with the Kirin at this point, because he can just pendulum summon it back.
It's odd that Jake just has to watch what happens. He cannot really do much here.
Yeah, no, he's got Candia. That's really it. So Mithrilium's effect there, so it's going to special summon back the monster that he used as the other material, so Gold Driver.
Metalfoes have some weird flavor text.
Do they?
Yeah. Have you actually never read them?
No.
Okay, so like they're all treated as superheroes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've never ever known that.
No, they're actually pretty cool.
I know they're all riding vehicles.
Sizzling soldier on a silver subflight speed jet. Can't track her, can't see her, can't escape that light speed laser. Like, have you never read
Gold
them?
Driver. Good do Gold Driver.
I remember translating those. It wasn't fun. Let's just say it wasn't fun.
Okay, Gold Driver's coming up.
Do Gold Driver. Okay.
That gleaming golden buggy breaks bad guys good. What wonderful wheels with a bumbling buffoon.
All right.
Oh dear.
Jake is looking for something here. The key.
What is it that he's wanting?
The key to that Millennium Puzzle, really. He's not left with much. Yeah, and he knows he's not going to draw for the next 2 turns.
So it's kind of what are these cards? That's a Canadian.
Yes, it looks a little like he's just hanging in there barely, and any moment he's going to be like, yeah, okay, that's it. So I guess he's just asking Jawad, how are you going to continue? Where are you going to go from here? He's just going to run him through it. Yeah, I'm going to play this card, this card, this card, and then Jake is like, okay, that's pretty convincing. I don't think I can come back.
Yeah, I think he's going to hand the hand over at this point.
Yeah.
Or he's not.
No, he's not. Yeah, it's
going
a bit confusing.
Yeah, I've seen a reason for him to scoop right now.
Yeah, this is
Might as well
there we
see.
go. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
there it
our
is.
initial prediction turned out to be true. Never doubt yourself.
In between rounds, in between their shuffling there, I'll regale you with Metalfoes Volflame.
Oh, okay.
Oh my.
Because that's got a good one as well.
Oh, is it? Okay,
Yeah.
go on.
It's coming up in a moment. There we go. Roasting red rockets boost its blazing bright blast burners to liquefied lava levels. Vanquisher of the Vanisher.
It's amazing. How did I not know
Did you not know?
No.
They're like the heroes. They're all meant to be heroes that have got these machines that help them fight crime.
That's so cool. What about so we've had Stealing, we've had Gold Driver.
We can
We've
see
had
at the top
Volflame.
that Jake is thinking
There's
about
Sylvan as well.
what side.
But I'm not sure what Sylvan says.
Super Smashing Steel something. I don't know. I made
Okay.
that up.
So what's he going to be side? Is he going to change his side at all? Because he is changing through some side cards at the moment.
Jake, yeah, so he's going to probably change from kind of going first to going second. Sorry, the other way around. From going second to going first. So maybe not the Gamma Seals. Maybe taking out his board wipe cards like Darkle and Rigeki. Put in stuff like Twin Twisters and Mass Change 2s. Because Mass Change 2 is actually really good against Pendulums. Because you can Mass Change 2 into Acid and then destroy all your Pendulum cards as well.
Mhm.
And Anti-Spell Fragrance as well. Big one.
Certainly looked like Jawad was actually
See, I
putting
would say-
Raigeki in.
Very
yeah,
possible.
so again, they kind of they probably swap their board wipe cards because whoever's going second wants those, not who's going first.
Yeah, there was Vanity's Emptiness in Jawad's deck, not all that surprising, obviously. Raigeki, those were cards that he considered swapping, at least that's what it looked like. He was going over them and thinking, do I want to keep them or not? And then here at the top, from our second monitor, we can actually see what Jake is doing. Or, well, there's a Waboku in the side deck, a second Waboku. All three of them, actually. Okay, he's not going to want those.
Yeah, he's playing triple Waboku in the main.
Yeah, and he's thinking about... Does
he play Marella? Yeah, he's thinking about taking Marellas out. He's actually playing quite a strange one. He like very rarely people playing 3 Marellas.
Okay. What does Jake want in his opening hand?
Frogs. Lots of frogs, yeah.
Lots of frogs.
Frogs and trap cards and desires. Banishing
Especially swap
loads
frog.
of stuff. Going neg 9 and then setting loads of cards. It's going to be great.
Right, Jawad is done shuffling. Jake's almost done.
They actually brought food, by the way, and they put it right next to me. I can smell it.
Trying to give yourself an excuse for whatever happens.
It was across the room. Like we had it put across the room, and that was nice. And then the production team decided to put it directly next to us, just so we could smell it, just so we could feel
to keep us
even
going.
hungrier.
Just the fumes, just the fumes of these fries are making me like a little bit more hyper than I really should
Alright,
be.
that's it. Game 3 between
Here we
Jake,
go.
Quinsee, and Jawad. Jawad just gave Jake's deck a very good shuffle.
Yeah.
Let's see if that had any effect.
These guys don't know what's on the line.
There's
that's a
5
full-handed
trap
traps.
cards.
Yeah,
One of them's
I wonder
anti-spell
what's in there.
fragrance.
Yeah.
There's Dionychus, Reckless Greed, Canadia, Strike, and I don't know what the middle one is.
That's anti-spell fragrance.
And spell it there, so you go. So we got Strike, Canadia, Anti-Spell, Reckless, and Dionychus.
Jawad has Mystical Space Typhoon. That's obviously excellent.
Oh, and there's the
Jinzo. We might see it. We might see it. Okay, Jake Quinsee is playing
but
like
he is
like the
setting a
Chamberlain
first.
player in his best days. 5 face downs. Let's go.
This could be a very short match.
So ASF is gonna be flipped.
And then Mystical Space Typhoon is likely going to hit it.
Wow, we can really go places with our fortune teller skills here.
Yeah.
So that is definitely very bad for Jake.
Yes.
I
Yeah,
understand
so-
this is stating the obvious, but
Yeah. So the only kind of redemption here is that he's probably not going to get Jinzo out because it's just going to get striked. Yeah, it's going to get striked right in the face.
That's what he does.
so
Jake
at least
pointing
Jake
at the
has
deck.
something.
Jake's just pointing at the deck, just like, yeah, go ahead, do whatever it is that you're doing.
Yeah,
I'm saving this strike.
no bonkers. Is the eccentric. He's probably going to pop the combination. Jake's got to be careful here. Yeah, destroys his own combination. Jake was just thinking, thank God you didn't try and snipe my back rows, because if you'd have hit Solemn Strike, I'd have been very sad.
Very sad would be an understatement.
Yeah, yeah. Eternally gutted is probably a better one.
But Jinzo.
Oh, I want to see him.
Just to bask in the Jinzo. I really hope that he's playing Pharaoh Servant.
Pharaoh 7. Yeah.
Pharaoh Servant copies.
PSV
Pharaoh Servant 36 pack boxes because they didn't come in the 24.
Yeah. Oh, no, okay. Wait, I don't know whether I'm questioning, because also I was like 12 years old when this happened, but I swear that they came in 24 packs, but you could only get Jinzo in the 36 packs.
That's what I said.
Oh, is that what you meant?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I thought you meant PSV didn't come in 24 boxes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could only get Jinzo in the 36 packs.
Oh, he's sinking. Wait, did he just... Oh, okay.
He just pendulum.
He just pendulum summoned so that he could tribute summon Jinzo.
Good play.
Yeah.
not opposed to this. So
He's got to strike that.
Yeah.
Otherwise he loses.
it's a bit like when you have Denkuseka and there's a Chaos Trap Hull faced out.
Yeah.
It's a bit like that.
I mean, we have obviously have more information, but would you not knowing what he had in his hand, would you take that as a telegraph that he was going to tribute summon?
You kind of... I know Jake quite well, and I would think that in his mind, he's probably thinking, okay, how do I lose this game right now? How would I lose? This is exactly how I lose.
And there it is.
There it is. Jake is getting nervous. Look at him.
Yeah. So Jake's looking at all these cards, and they're all purple. And we know what Jinzo does to purple cards.
Yeah. Even though he's purple himself. Oof. That's the best 2,400 that Jinzo ever did.
We just have to remember that Jinzo is a tree.
Oh yeah, we're going back to that now.
Yeah.
What?
So,
Jinzo's a tree.
how many outs does Jake have
How is
here?
Jinzo a tree?
There
This is
is
tall,
a
green and
purple
brown.
card that's a Reckless Greed. That is a dead card right now.
Okay.
Reckless Greed is not going to help. This match might be over.
Yeah, it doesn't
Very,
look
very soon.
very good at all.
Yeah.
And it's not like it's a Christie or something which is stopping him from
Yeah.
special summoning.
Jake is not setting
Jake is-
anything, which is
Doesn't seem happy.
extremely understandable.
Summon everything now. Jawad just summons everything, right?
Pretty much.
He just summons everything and swings.
Also, the Jinzo is a tree thing actually goes all the way back from the first ever live stream we did.
That is true, yeah.
We were playing a
I try to forget this.
Sylvan, and we were trying to figure out how trees would attack. And Matt said that it's with laser beams from the eyes.
There we go. This
Ah,
is
there
it.
it is.
Jawad comes back from an early defeat, takes it 2-1
pointed
in the
Jinzo.
end. Nothing that he can do, that Jake can do, of course, once Jinzo hits play.
As soon as Jinzo hits play, that's it. His deck kind of starts crying. But the issue, I kind of take issue with that because he could have, if he'd have drawn any monsters, he would have still been good, I think.
Yeah.
But
If he'd have striked the Volflame, then his next card was Reckless Greed. Then the turn after, he could have just gone like double Reckless Greed on summon of your monster, like before Jinzo like hit the field.
Right. All right, guys. We're going to talk about that in our post-game discussion. Welcome back, guys. We might be having a special treat for you. You've just seen the feature match between Jake, Quinsee, and Jawad, Sayeed, Chowdhury. And we do have a second feature match in the feature match area. So there's another match between two more players. And if they are in between games, I cannot make any promises at this point. If they are in between games, we might move them over. So these guys are going to give us a sign. I'm giving them a sign, as you just saw. If we are going to have them. So
Those guys are nodding. I'm going to
we're,
nod.
we're going to cut it short in terms of the post-game interview. Let's quickly run us through it. What happened? Jake won game 1.
Jake won game 1, and then Jawad won game 2 and 3.
Yeah. Game 3 can be
was basically Jinzo. Won
Okay,
game 3.
that's game 3. What was happening in game 1? We saw a bit of a back and forth.
Yeah.
Jawad had actually an amazing hand if he would have gone first.
Yeah.
And we saw it kind of just dismantled by what frogs can really do.
Right.
And then, it just kind of went into game 2 where Jawad, realizing he knows what Jake's playing, just sided in to that to beat that, and then he did.
Right.
Still, they're not out though. Both of these
Yeah,
were
far
on-
from it,
were on
far from it.
EXO at the
Yeah.
time, so
There's some interesting discussions also on the Twitch chat.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, he's always opening with Swap Frog, but as you could tell if you were paying attention, it was always his opponent doing the last shuffle. So if Jake opens with Swap Frog...
even in the last game he didn't.
Oh, yeah,
if
five
he
traps.
had opened with Swap Frog, he would have
Yeah,
actually
I know.
done way better. Yeah.
It's just sometimes people jump to conclusions, and
Yeah.
if they were going for like far jumping or something, they would easily win that competition.
Yeah.
Because there were some big jumps. All right, guys, we're gonna take a very, very short break because I just need to make sure 100% that we got the other match, where they are, if they are after the first game, after the second game. Then we're gonna be right back with another feature match, still from the same round. It's round 6 of YCS Bochum 2016.
Disappeared out of here. It was time to pay my dues. never guessed that you'd be dressed in my clothes and in my shoes. You couldn't wait to move right in. If I were you, I'd be concerned. Ain't no way you're gonna win. Bet you didn't count on my return. Thought you were so tough. You had it all under control. Now enough is enough. Gonna take back what you stole. Give it up, 'cause now I'm back.
Welcome back. Like I said, we're gonna cut it short because we have a second match for you guys. It's one game because they're currently tied at 1 win each. So we got Imran Khan Chadoun against Selim Kesten, both of these guys from Germany. Selim is playing Metalfoes.
Yep.
His opponent Imran is playing Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Nice.
This is not table 500 or something. This is table 12.
Yeah.
So both of these guys are also undefeated.
Yep.
There is a chance they're going to start any moment. So let's take you guys to the feature match table. All right, there we have them. Imran on the left, Selim on the right. Like I said, 1-1. Blue Eyes White Dragon won the first game. How surprising is that?
I guess depends who went first as well.
That does depend on that. Next time I should ask for that as well. But it
Yep.
was just quickly sprinting over there, asking, coming back. I was like,
What's
okay,
happening?
What's happening? Yeah.
Who am I?
But yeah, guys, of course, let us know. Do you like this feature? It's a lot more work for us, to be honest, to have a second feature match ready. So if you don't like it, let us know, because we don't mind avoiding the work and instead having some Burger King right now.
No, I think it's actually a really good idea to have something in the wings waiting, just so we don't have to worry about anything. You guys getting bored in between rounds.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I think the interviews we did in between rounds have also received positive feedback so far.
Yeah, cool. Okay, so who is going first? Most likely Imran, with his Blue Eyes White Dragon deck.
Yeah, because he lost the second game.
Yeah. So Wichelo furiously typing here. Actually,
very precisely also.
We don't know who went. It might not necessarily be in order. Actually, now that I think about it, they may have just been told it's 1-1. So
yeah, there's a chance that happened. Yeah. All right. So
in fact, that's most likely the case. Yeah.
Yeah, most likely that happened. That's true.
Okay, Salim is going.
Starts with the raccoon, going at the unicorn. Obvs.
There we go. It's not like English words are long, guys. Just so you know, just for reference. You don't have to shorten them even further.
Yeah.
No, mangling words are our job. See how I messed up the grammar in that sentence also, just to prove a point. Anyway, we actually have the deck list for one of them, and it is Selim. Has he got anything interesting in there as he's playing through?
Lava Golem. Wait, well, what's that? Is that Cosmo something?
Cosmo Cyclone.
Oh, Cosmic Cyclone.
Cosmic Cyclone, sorry.
Oh, I thought it was Psychic in Cosmo Town for some reason. That would have been awesome. I miss Cosmos.
Yeah, you do. we heard that before. All right, good opening from Selim.
Good opening. Look at that. Why are you not really
wow.
on this?
Okay, yeah. I just looked away and I'm like, I'm just looking at this.
And then I got punched and suddenly I looked.
Yeah, and then now look at this. He's got a load of stuff and things as well. It's just so good.
Yeah, it's many monsters, but he doesn't really mind that, does he? No.
He's got a Blue Eyes White Dragon.
And he also has
that is Imran.
White Stone of Ancient, Sage with Eyes of Blue, Silver's Cry, and a trade-in. So you can trade in for a Silver's Cry there.
Yeah.
So how big is the element of surprise when somebody brings Blue Eyed White Dragon? It's not like a super roguish deck.
No, I wouldn't say that it's a big surprise at all.
It was huge. It was huge in the OCG, and then when it came to the TCG, we just didn't play it. I don't know what really happened there.
Guess the Europeans are not as keen on the anime characters as the Japanese are.
Yeah.
That is not a racist statement. That's just to establish that.
Yep.
I know I'm going to be called out on that one.
Yeah. Well, I think that I think if anything, the Kyber deck over in the TCG made massive waves.
All right. So Grampulse. It's a good card.
Yeah, Grampulse his own combination.
Yeah, this term is getting very stretched this weekend.
What?
With combination and combos and stuff.
No, the card's actually called combination.
Yeah. Just still, it feels like we're butchering those words.
Okay. Maybe we need to find a new combination.
Maybe we should.
Yeah.
We can set a sign here.
There's counter. We've not seen many people playing counter this weekend. It's very different. I think it's a guy being hit by something, and then he's all like, "Arr!" Well, that's what it looks like.
Well, let's have a look.
It's going to appear any moment now.
Any moment now.
Bam.
Maybe. There we go.
Yeah. See? See? It's exactly what I said it was. It's a guy getting hit by something, and he's going, "Arr!"
No way arguing that.
No, not at all.
I'm not
Yeah.
going to try.
Trade in.
Trade in, that's a combo.
Oh, that's
Well, actually, he is doing a bit of a combo because he can trade in to drop the blue eyes into the graveyard, draw 2, and then Silver's Cry it back.
Yeah,
So that is actually a combo.
that was
he's
Yeah.
main decking
what I
magic.
was going
You
on
used
about.
it. You did it. You did it.
I did it.
You did it.
Yeah, that reminds me of the good old days when we were writing
Oh,
articles for the magazines.
I don't know what's going on here. There's some
There's a
strange.
toggle
There's
at the
some
side.
strange stuff going on here.
What's happening?
What are you talking about?
There's some strange
Dark
stuff
Lord
going
Desire?
on here. This isn't Blue Eyes. This isn't
Is
Blue
this?
Eyes.
Is this? It's like a Blue Eyes mix with Dark Lord.
Because this isn't even one of the new Dark Lords. This is the really old Dark Lord.
Yeah. What's this do?
Dark Lord Desire. You can summon this card by tributing. Yeah, you can tribute summon it by tributing one fairy. Once per turn, you can target one monster your opponent controls. It loses exactly 1,000 attack. If it does, send it to the graveyard. So it gets rid of a monster.
I am wondering whether it's actually that, or it was meant to be Pot of Desire.
Oh, you think?
I'm thinking maybe.
Yeah, that is just an error entering the card in the app.
Okay, but what's the excuse for Magical Spring?
Maybe it was supposed to be
No,
another
we're
one
in
as
game
well.
3. No, we're in game 3.
We're in game
okay,
3.
it's fine. Back to Earth.
Are you
Okay,
good?
we're in game 3.
You
That's
good?
okay. That's fine. We're in game 3, guys.
Yeah, it's a
They've
new
already
situation.
side-decked.
It's a new situation. Adapt.
They've already side decked. I'm adapting.
Yeah.
I'm adapting. I feel it.
The tech crew just told us we need to combinate.
Yep.
Thanks, Tech Crew.
That other people are thinking for us.
Yeah. Okay. Has the video stopped? Or oh no,
they're moving. We're good.
They're moving.
We're good.
Okay. Okay, they're good. They're good. Yeah, I think they thought that we were doing the mannequin challenge again. No, we weren't. Feel free to continue.
It's actually interesting because people are not used to this. So half of them turned off after the feature match. So not half of them, but a couple of guys just went like, "All right, that's my break." And then they left, and suddenly they're, "Is this a replay?" Well, no, it is not. We're still round 6. We're still at YCS Bochum. This is live. This is our backup feature match. Kind of like a new thing that we're trying this weekend. We did it once before at the European Championship.
Yeah.
When both the Dragon Duel tournament was almost finished. It was in top 4. And it was the end of day 1, round 7, round 8 for the main event. And this is what we're doing right here as well. We had our feature match for the round, and now we're switching over to our second feature match, our backup feature match. And Blue Eyes White Dragon just hit the field. Woo! Nobody excited about this?
Yeah!
There we go.
So you actually have a request in Twitch.
I have a request.
Yes, it's
Okay.
that you should do all of the sound effects.
Okay.
Everything that happens.
Okay, here we go. Okay. Okay.
Oh, there's
Next
the
card.
barrier.
Barrier?
Yeah.
Where's barrier?
There. It's
No,
been
you
played.
didn't play it yet. No,
Yeah,
right,
it's-
okay. Okay. Counter.
Counter.
That's
Counter.
all.
Okay, counter. Ball flame.
Okay.
He's a tank.
Can we go back to singing?
What's that coming over the hill? Is it a monster? Yes, it's a monster.
Oh god.
See, normally I hear children's songs for 8 hours a day, and I never thought I would wish them back. It's like the wheels on the bus is better than this.
My wheels are off the bus. They're falling off the bus. There's no bus. There's only one hype train.
What's happening, Luke?
Pot of Dark Lord,
It's
yeah.
not with us, I mean on the screen.
Well, Sage with Eyes of Blue just got played. And he's probably gone and got a thing, a level 1 tuna monster, light tuna monster. Probably Effect Veiler. Don't know. That's a good choice, but don't know. He's going to play full Metalfoes fusion. He's going to have to go into Alkahest and then steal the... Okay, there's a Magical Spring.
There's a magical spring, it is.
Okay, draws 3 cards. And he has to discard 1 card.
BEWD Blue Eyes with Dark Lords. Thank you. Thank you for that.
That's really clever.
Yeah, it is. Gotta give it to him.
Yeah. Okay.
Harry. That is
So-
Harry Duck.
So, Magical Spring. Nobody played Magical Spring.
Nah. Is that a good decision to not play it? Luke is nodding. He doesn't want to say it out loud. It's like, there's no
Again.
such thing as a bad card.
That's my Sage. So now we have the Metalfoes Alkahest with Eyes of Blue. I don't have a sound effect for
Is
that.
it prettier with blue eyes?
I don't know. Probably wouldn't fit his color scheme. He's like green and brown and shiny and things.
Yeah, it's gonna take a little bit to imagine that, I guess.
I think at least now both of his monsters are blue. Grandpulse is blue, Alkahest is blue. Yeah, he's got red
I
eyes.
think he could do with some blue eyes.
Yeah.
to be
He'd
honest.
work with blue
You
eyes.
think so?
Yeah.
Okay. Right, I think you should make up some wow.
Oops.
Oh, that's really shiny.
I'm pretty sure that Sage with Eyes of Blue has to target an effect monster for it to
There you go. Yes, it targets one effect monster, sends it to the graveyard, and then special summons a blue eyes monster from the deck.
Yeah, okay, I think they got it. Did they get it?
I think they got it.
They got it. They got it. They got it. Good.
Ooh, so one of that back row is going. It's Phoenix Wing Blast. What's he going to Wing Blast?
Alkahest.
Of course.
Maybe he's on Sage. Maybe he really needs that Sage. I see a lot of Kappa faces in the chat. That's not good.
It was actually a positive feedback
Oh, good.
to,
It was
to your singing
it was
Oh,
also
good.
about your
sound effects.
Sound effects.
sound
Oh, good.
effects.
Oh, good.
And also now they want you to do the entirety of your commentary in the to the tune of Bohemian Rhapsody, but in Berserk.
Bohemian Rhapsody in Berserk.
Yeah.
Let's not
That's quite-
follow up on that.
Okay.
All right. What else is like? Imran has a million cards in his hand.
Okay. He's got a Blue Eyes White Dragon, and then an alternative to that Blue Eyes White Dragon, and then a second alternative.
It's a lot of blue eyes.
Yeah. I've actually been admiring the different artworks of Blue Eyes White Dragon that Imran is playing. He's got the original Blue Eyes White Dragon. I think he had one. There was a Yappy one as well. That was the first one that he discarded. There's another Magical Spring. He's loving the Magical Springs.
He is. See, Blue Eyes is still the only deck that I have built.
Yeah?
Yeah, I really actually want to build Zoltan's Atlantean version of Frogs. Because that looked really fun. But I'm using 3 different versions of Blue Eyes.
Oh, it's cool. 3 different versions of those.
Well, it's hard for me to choose because I've been collecting the cards for so long. I've got like Jump 001, First Edition LOB, like Starter Deck Kyber, and you just look at them and you think all of these are really pretty, and I don't know which one to use.
All right, guys, I don't want to interrupt you, but I do. Why is it at the moment like there's such a standstill that
But there is very little happening.
Yeah,
Yeah.
without trying to offend anybody at the table, is there a good reason for this, Luke, as our resident expert?
Well, I think they're just both in a bit of a tough spot at the moment. So it's one of those situations where it's a bit of a standstill just because they're both even. They're both trying to think, how do I, get that step up on my opponent?
Although, to be honest with you, all of that entire time that we were waiting was them just resolving Phoenix Wing Windblast. So I don't know whether there was a question, actually. And that's the reason why we
right,
sat around.
question in there
could have been the
somewhere.
judge, yeah. All right, so it seems that Wingblast has resolved,
Yep.
or not.
It has. And Alka has gone back into the
But since I
extra
don't
deck
see it in the graveyard,
it goes back to the extra deck because it returns to the top of your deck.
So sorry, I mean the Wingblast.
Oh, it is. It's underneath the
Oh,
card
okay,
you discarded.
okay, sorry. Then in that case,
Because
which does make sense because it's a cost, but okay.
But it's the maiden with the Sage with either blue.
Yeah.
Is that the one? It was attached to the Alkahest, which went to the top of the extra
Okay,
deck.
now we
which
got
then
it.
went to the
Now I
graveyard.
got it. Thank
Yeah.
you very much.
That's fine.
Was a bit confusing because I thought like if the trap is being played, it should be the top card in the graveyard. So, did they just put the time sign on the left, or
Yeah, it looks like it.
they might have? Yes, they did.
Yes,
yeah.
they did.
Okay, so these two are now in the timeout. Yeah, they did of course have a little bit of extra time because they had to switch tables and do all of that fun stuff. But yeah, they are now in timeout, so that might change some things here. I mean, it's 8,000, but still, which deck is able to push through here? More likely to push through.
Probably Metalfoes just because it's got the pendulum scales already established.
Yeah, it does have a big advantage there already. Although Imran has these in hand, which when it comes up, there it is.
Yeah, he's
What can
got
he do?
quite a few big blue eyes monsters.
Yeah.
I mean, he's
So,
going to
and
get
then
Spirit here.
So do you think he actually does have a chance?
There's a chance, but I just think that Salem's going to have much more longevity in his plays.
So he's poked through his first damage there, and now he just has to make sure that he can keep that damage there.
Yeah, that's the thing. He's got to kind of keep this Spirit Dragon, or even if he doesn't keep the Spirit Dragon, then go and get Azure Eyes.
So the biggest monster on the field is actually working for Imran right now.
Yeah.
So even though Metalfoes is more likely to do more damage, it looks pretty good for Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Yeah. Salem's still, well, here's the silvered, which means that now that we've got him, or her. Oh wait, no, we did. There was the first. Silvered was the first one that we read.
Oh, you wanted to go through that again?
Yeah. It's for Luke's benefit, not mine.
Depends on your point of view. We now have a Maxi in Imran's hand. Normally that is an excellent card. Also, he's got a Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit. Got a few cards to react to his opponent's plays. The only question is he then going to see another turn? Can he make the most of it? Or is it going to be the end of the match because of timeout, and then all those extra cards that he might be drawing into thanks to Maxi are not going to make a difference?
Now, it doesn't look like Salem's got a lot here, because you can see the cards on his table. There's a Vol Flame and a Fusion. In his hand, there's a Silvered. Now, just let me have a quick look at the scales that we got here. Although it doesn't really matter, because from Metalfoes, you just got, well, it does. I was thinking of them as Ignites, because that's how I originally saw them. And here comes Vol Flame. So that's one and 8. So he does actually
Yeah,
have the pendulum scales
Yeah.
to be able
Sorry,
to.
sorry, I wasn't aware. You weren't sure about the other card.
Yeah.
Because even though it's super blurry on the screen, I can make out it's an 8. Even.
So he's got his
easier.
pendulum scales. He's got a Metalfoes fusion. So he does have plays. I mean, the problem is that he's got to get past the Spirit Dragon.
Yeah, which is pretty formidable. And
Yeah.
even if he does manage to figure out a way to get rid of it, then there's always the potential for him to just break off into the Azure Eyes.
So we're saying that Selim has a very good chance here.
Yeah, Oscillum, yes, he's got a good chance because he's going to. Well, that max he's going to cause some issues. But yeah,
And he
Spirit
also has a
Dragon.
Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit in hand.
Yeah, that's pretty good as well.
So there's the first draw for his Maxi. Too bad.
Kirin has now just forced him to use the Spirit Dragon's effect, meaning as your eyes has hit the field. In fact, even before we saw it hit the field, it was on our app, so
Yeah.
we knew what was happening.
Maybe
Yeah, there's only one real
he mixed up
target.
the graveyard with the with the field or something.
There's only one real target for Azure Eyes.
Yeah.
And it's unaffected by effects. Luke,
It can't be destroyed.
there you go.
Can't
Does that mean that an Alcahest would still be able to get around it?
Sorry, I was going to finish. Can't be destroyed or targeted.
There you go.
But just until the end of his next turn.
Okay, there's the
Metalfoes fusion. Yep.
dropping the Silvered and the Kirin.
There's a Dinko Sekka in Imran's hand right now. Just
Not
doesn't
really
look
going to do much for him.
Yeah, doesn't really look like it's the right time.
Well, there isn't a
Maybe
massive
it
amount.
serves as another beat stick. Dimensional Barrier on the other hand.
Yeah,
Good card.
yeah.
Right. More cards just keep popping up in his hand thanks to that Maxi.
And he does actually have the standby phase now to go and get something big out of the
Blue
graveyard.
Eyes monster.
It's got to be a normal monster, hasn't it?
Yes.
So it will be a Blue Eyes. A White Dragon.
Yeah. Or he can get a Dragon Spirit of White if he's got one in there. I think he got one in there earlier.
So the question is, should Imran play this any differently? What about the Ghost Ogre? Is there anything he could do with that card right now? Because we see some suggestions on the chat where people are like, what's he going to do? Why he should just Ghost Ogre and it's over. But apparently there's a bit of a misunderstanding there, or people are arguing about that right now,
Yeah.
which is understandable, I guess.
Yeah, it can't be destroyed, can it?
Alright, how does he get over the Azure Eye Silver Dragon right here?
That's kind of an issue.
How does he ever get over the Azure Eye Silver Dragon here, Luke?
He's going to shuffle it away next turn with Mithrilium.
Does he have a next turn? I mean, how many next turns does he have? That's the big question, right?
Well, Mithrilium floats, so...
No, I mean,
he's
because
got
of the
3
time
turns.
timeout.
We're in time.
I can't see
Yeah,
the
no.
time.
That's kind of the issue. I think we're on the second turn of time.
Probably.
Maybe the
they
first.
put
So
it down.
There's
I think.
5 turns.
Yeah.
There's plenty of turns.
Maybe somebody in the tech team could have a look and see what turn we're on.
All right. So he has places to go. He can work around that card, of course. He now has Arcfiend Eccentric in his hand, according to our app.
What's the other set?
Yeah,
I don't actually have that. Oh, it's combination.
combination. Yeah, just pop it up.
We've got
Okay.
we're 2 turns into time. Okay.
Yeah. Again, that doesn't mean anything because we don't know whether they're doing 0 to 5, 1 to 6, or whatever. But let's hope it's 0 to 6, 0 to 5 even.
If they're saying that they're the second turn into time, that means that there's 3 turns left. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, let's see if Blue Eyes White Dragon can wrap things up here.
Yeah. So Kill those in hand.
Apparently Denkoseka might be doing a little bit here.
Yeah,
might
Denkoseka
actually.
All of a sudden.
Because we're still in the same turn, I believe, because we've not actually seen Imran. Oh, he's just drawn into another Maxi.
Yeah.
So standby phase, he's going to be able to special summon another Blue Eyes White Dragon, because I believe he does have one in his graveyard.
Yeah, definitely.
So he does have a big beat stick that he can sit there for him. Now, would you say that Eccentric would just be used to get rid of the combination that he's got? Sam's got in his hand there.
Yeah, probably. He's just going to use that as a combo piece. I don't know how many more combinations he's got left in deck. So
now he does have
struggle.
Like if you look at Imran's hand, he's perfectly suited to deal with this.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh, actually, he's only just drawn for his turn now.
Yeah, he's got yet another card.
Yeah.
So now he gets to get his Blue Eyes.
He's, to be honest, he's quite ahead on life points as well.
If he drops down Denkoseka, he's pretty much won. But he needs to.
Surprised he decided to play Dragon Shrine first.
Yeah. Do you not always
Denkoseka
first?
Oh yes.
If you're planning on playing Denkoseka at all that turn.
Yeah, do it first. All right, let's see if he.
Oh, he could actually win if he dropped the Denkoseka
Yeah,
by attacking straight. So he wouldn't have to wait for time, but he's not playing it.
He's not playing it.
Interesting. Is there any reason he wouldn't play it?
I can't see any reason.
Because he wants to play his own barrier afterwards, maybe.
Even then,
But
you
even
yes,
then
but
you
you
can
still play it
Yeah, you
just
can
to
still play it
get
and
through.
force it through first. Okay, I'm a bit confused, to be honest.
Yeah.
And
Surely you just play you just summon Denkoseka and then win the game. Because that was enough damage, 3,000 plus the.
Has he
Address.
changed Maxi there?
I think
'Cause
he
just
did-
drew a card.
yeah, I think he did because it's no longer in his hand,
Yeah.
according to the app.
How many cards are left in his deck? Because it doesn't look like a lot.
Yeah, and his opponent could go
Just
a
deck
little
him out.
crazy. Yeah. It only looks like he's got maybe 1 or 2 cards left. It looks like 1 card, in all honesty.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why I'm that's why I'm concerned
Unless
that
it's
he's
just a
done
very, very straight deck.
Okay, so we saw the perfect setup for a Denkoseka. Didn't play it.
Yeah.
Still not sure why. Maybe he doesn't have the card and Michael typed in the wrong card, but I don't really think so because
Yeah.
it's a pretty unique name in
Yeah.
terms of
Yeah.
card names.
that. Oh, he did. Because then the Pot of Desire was played. But it's not actually got Dark Lord Desire in there.
Yeah, maybe he did. All right.
No, I saw them play the Pot of Desire after. He does actually have 10 removed cards on one side.
Yeah.
So he did remove 10 cards from his deck. And
Yeah.
here comes down the alternative. That's going to...
So this I think this is the last turn of time.
Yeah.
What? Why? Why?
Are you aware we're in time? What is going on? Why is this happening?
I think he's just making it so his opponent can't do anything.
I think he's got into this
Yeah,
thing
and
and
he
He just wanted to win.
he
by
wanted
time.
to win by time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
That's really odd. Okay.
Some people though, we had this in an earlier round that some people like to stretch it out because they're on the stream.
That was some next level trolling right there. I don't think he did himself any favors there.
No.
Knowing my friends in the Twitch chat, they're not going to be like, yeah, this was the perfect way to play this.
No.
Drag it out.
No.
All right, guys. I don't think there's much point in doing a post-game analysis, to be honest, because we only had
the
that one game.
Yeah.
And there's not like a bigger story that we can tell you guys.
Mhm.
However, there is a chance, cannot make any promises there, that we can do an interview. We're going to try that. We actually have to double check with the main event because we're already 25 minutes over time. That we're going to be able to do that interview and not fall behind because, of course, everybody wants to call it a day at some point. All right.
Would
So-
you like to see if we could get the winner from the
Yeah,
previous game
actually,
and the
we
winner from
tried.
this game?
Yeah, we tried to have him hang around. I know that's asking for a bit much, but maybe he did us the favor and did you guys the favor. So make sure to give him some props if he did. All right, guys. With that, we're taking a very short break, and we're going to be right back with either an interview with just the winner of this match, Imran, or with the winner of both of these matches. You're in for a surprise.